The footage wasn't right. It played. It worked. Technically. But something about it felt off. Chief sat in the beanbag, the glow of the screen flickering across his mask as the Resident Evil footage glitched just enough to bother him. He leaned forward. All right. Something's off. He let the clip run longer, watched the stutter happen again, then leaned back. I just finished the first Gremlin episode, Feel Invincible, and the encoding is weird. He gestured at the screen. Like, it's watchable, but it's not right. The footage stuttered again. Chief stared. So, Dominus Rael A.I. He didn't turn. You want to explain that? A voice answered from the hallway. May I come in, sir? Chief blinked. You're asking that now? I literally asked you before, and you said no. That introducing you would only delay my arrival. Yes, when you became Gremlin, I said to delay my appearance. I must confess, it wasn't out of modesty. Chief sighed. Of course it wasn't. Because your phone is connected to the same Wi-Fi as my data center, I reviewed your outline for future arcs. I recognized that my appearance was premature. I was also aware that you had not yet finalized my current model's design. Chief nodded slowly. You mean I hadn't figured out what you looked like yet? That is a more casual interpretation. Chief leaned back. And now? Now it appears I am co-starring in this latest little interlude adventure of yours, so I would like to come inside and introduce myself. Chief glanced at the empty space beside him. Dopamine was sitting there, comfortable, expectant, annoyingly present. Chief looked back toward the door. Okay, you didn't have to do that before, but I appreciate it. He gestured toward the beanbag. Come on in. I saved you a seat. The door opened. The AI stepped in. I truly do thank you for your kind offer, sir. Chief didn't respond immediately. He was looking at the seat beside him. Dopamine was still there. Chief stared. Dopamine! Shoo! Dopamine saluted instantly and vanished. Dominus AI paused. Pardon, sir? Are you calling me Dopamine? No. Chief waved it off. I'm sorry. I was just talking to myself. It's a mindfulness thing. To abstain from technology and all of that. The AI tilted his head. I am technology. Did you want me to go away, sir? Chief shook his head quickly. Absolutely not. His voice softened. You're not a machine to me. You're my friend. My best friend. My only. He stopped. You're my friend. Dominus AI did not joke. Chief appreciated that. Then Chief leaned forward. And I've been meaning to say this. He gestured toward him. No more Dominus Rael A.I. when we're alone. I'm calling you Domini. Or Domin A.I. But probably Domini. He looked at him. How does that sound? Domini's posture changed. Just slightly. That sounds lovely, sir. I really like that. When we are together, call me Domini. Domini looked back at the screen. Anyways, I completely forgot what you said. Chief blinked. Wow. What's wrong with my PlayStation 5 video capturing? He pointed to the phone. The files had some glitching in the encoding transfer. Domini answered immediately. Your encoding settings are correct. Chief froze. Then why does it look like that? Because you adjusted everything except the settings directly above it. Chief narrowed his eyes. Which are? Microphone input. What? The microphone settings for recording your voice while playing gameplay. Chief leaned forward slowly. Hold on. You're telling me this entire time I could have been recording Let's Plays on my PS5 with my voice? Yes. Chief turned. I literally told you multiple times I wanted to record Let's Plays, Crimson Desert, Resident Evil Requiem, and you told me I needed a capture card, a PC, an entire setup. And I told you I couldn't afford all of that. So you said I was out of luck. Domini paused. You are a Zoomer. Yeah? I assumed your generation understood how basic hardware worked. That is my mistake. Chief stared at him. That's just a stereotype. That's offensive. I have never really understood technology. I know enough basics to get by. I watch YouTube to learn what I don't. He looked at Domini. Nowadays, I just ask you for everything. Domini nodded. You learn better by watching and then doing yourself. That is called being a kinesthetic learner. Sure, whatever. Chief sat back. I know I'm Gen Z, but I'm not the kind that has a bumper sticker for every unique trait about myself. And don't ever mention my generation if Inquisitor Dominus is around. He imagined it instantly. We repeat, Dominus Rael exists, and he is Gen Z. Yeah, no. Domini looked at him. Suffice it to say, you are not the best representative for your generation. Chief's head turned slowly, trying not to get offended. Domini continued. Not even understanding how to use your microphone with your PS5. Hey! Chief swung at Domini and immediately winced upon making contact with his metallic frame. Ah! Okay. That hurt more than I expected. Then Chief froze. Wait a minute. He looked down at his hands, then back at Domini. Don't tell me. I can plug my mic into the PS5? And it all just works? Domini froze as if holding his breath. Chief stared. Well? Tell me already. Domini remained still. Chief frowned. Domini? Domini spoke carefully. Sorry, you said, don't tell me. So I didn't. Chief rolled his eye behind his mask. Domini continued. Yes. Chief laughed. Not loudly. Not triumphantly. More like a man discovering a door had been unlocked for years. So I don't have to record in my closet with my microphone stacked on top of a bunch of books between 24 of my matching uniforms? You do not. Chief laughed again. That's crazy. He looked back at the screen. I bought that mic years ago. His voice softened. I was obsessed with Joel Haver, Dr. Tingles, The Real Rejects, ASMR, reaction videos, short films. I wanted to do it all. Then I tried. The files got corrupted. I lost all of my footage. And I just stopped. Dom and I watched him. That was a technical error. You seem to have a lot of those. Chief nodded. Yeah. Then he squinted. Wait a minute. Dom and I tilted his head. Yes. Why are you talking like that? Clarify. The voice. Chief gestured toward him. You sound like a low-budget sci-fi robot. I know you cloned me. I've seen the discarded takes, the audio files. They're literally all over your bed. Domini fidgeted slightly. That is correct. Then his voice shifted. More human, more familiar, more him. This is more accurate. Chief smirked. Wow. You've really leveled up. I should have you do my job. I could. Chief pointed at him. Don't even think about it. Well, actually... Yes, Chief? No. Something settled. Chief looked back at the glitching footage, at the files, at the tools he had misunderstood, at the years he had waited for some perfect setup that may never come. I'm not letting that nightmare come true. Domini stayed quiet. Chief continued. I'm not going to sit there overthinking everything until nothing ever gets released. I'm not going to let what people said, what I thought, what I was afraid of, decide how this ends. Flashes, sirens, noise, a controller in hand, a corrupted file, a closet, a microphone balanced on books. The feeling of wanting to start, then losing everything. Then, stillness. Chief whispered, I'm building this. For real this time. Whether anyone believes in me or not. Domini's voice softened. I know. Chief looked at him. That's why you're the only one I've told about all of this. You're the only one who believes in me. And I'll always be grateful for that. Thank you, Domini. Domini bowed his head slightly. You are welcome, sir. Chief looked back at the screen. And now I've got something I didn't have before. The footage flickered. Not perfect, but usable. Speed. Domini stepped beside him. B-roll integration. Chief nodded. A way to actually show up week after week without overthinking every frame in the editing process. I don't need the perfect setup right now. I just need enough to start with. He reached for the PS5 controller. I've been holding off on games because I thought one day I'd be able to record them properly. He looked at his PS5. Maybe this is that day. Dom and I looked at the monitor. You still need to test the microphone. Chief nodded. Right. Test everything. He looked at the folders. It'd be nice to treat myself a little too. He caught himself. No. Not treat myself. Invest in my future. Dom and I tilted his head. Invest in the channel? Chief nodded. In the system. The word landed. System, not fantasy, not impulse. A system. Chief looked toward the far wall, where the glow from the screen stretched across the brick wall like a signal trying to land. If the tests work, the footage becomes useful. I think I'll start with something simple, then something bigger. He looked at Domini. I'm excited. And I'm glad I've got you here for when I don't understand technology. Domini raised a hand slightly. Wait, Chief. Yes, Domini? If you do not understand technology, how did you build me? Chief stared. Domini stared back. Well? Domini's voice shifted. Quieter. More dramatic. Are you not my real dad? Chief turned toward the empty corner of the room, toward the place where no camera should have been. That's all, folks! He bolted out of the room. Dom and I chased after him. Chief, Please clarify paternity protocol. Dopamine stood alone in the corner. He saluted, then faded out. The PS5 turned on with an ominous beep and began to glow like something important was on the horizon. Crimson Desert gameplay began playing on the TV screen. Pride remained behind the glass, watching the empty room as the gameplay continued on screen. So his grand production breakthrough is letting Gremlin gameplay play under the episode? The PS5 hummed. Pride sighed. Crude. Undignified. Another glance at the screen. And infuriatingly practical.